Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Facebook Live. Sean and Kim Mclean here from North Florida, and tonight we just thought we would bring you, try to bring you a little bit of value. We have had, as you know, there's been a bunch of big news going on, and we just are looking forward to 2017. We know that there are some great things that are going to be taking place in our lives, and I know that they're going to be taking place in your lives as well. But tonight we just wanted to bring you a little bit of value, and we want to talk to you about the 4 benefits of living life with a purpose.
Yeah, guys, we are so fired up in this last quarter of 2016. We found our purpose in life. We found it a few years ago. We got a new passion that's just added to our purpose in life at this time. And, we're just ready to steamroll 2017 with some momentum by knowing and defining what our purpose in life is for. So we're just going to hit on that a little bit tonight, and we're going to try to use the whiteboard. If it looks a little sloppy, bear with us. We had to write backwards, so we had to flip around on the Facebook side so you guys can read it. All right, so tonight, the 4 benefits of purpose. And I'm sure, hey Terry, hey Jerry, I'm sure that there are a few more benefits that we could talk about. But we're just going to pick 4 benefits of purpose tonight. And if you agree, if those of you that are on here that understand, if you already have a purpose and a meaning for your life, then go ahead and drop us a 1 down in the comments and let us know that you know what we're talking about. For those of you who aren't quite sure what your purpose in life is for, well, hey, maybe we can help you define that. That's what we're here to do. We're here to walk through life together as a team. So, you guys, you ready to jump on in?
Well, let me say this first. If you're watching, we want to say welcome to Sean and Kim, the Mclean Daily Minutes. Drop in the comments where you're watching from. We just want to see we're in North Florida in Little Lake City. We just want to see where you're tuning in from. That'd be kind of cool. So just put it in the comments where you're listening in from.
So we know it's the big World Wide Web. The last few times we've been live on Facebook, I know we're streaming down in Honduras. I see our friends down in Honduras is picking up the broadcast. So go ahead and just drop in where you're watching from. It's kind of cool just to know what your reach is through the internet. The internet is just, it's so vast, and you never know who's watching. For those of you that may not catch this live, you may catch this later tonight or tomorrow, possibly next week. Y'all do the same thing. Drop it down in there. And so let's see. So are you ready to jump in?
Let's do it.
4 purposes of life to get you steamrolling into 2017. We're just going to give you a few guidelines to help you identify them things. All right. So number one, know your purpose. All right, Kim, correct me. Know your purpose gives you, what's it going to give you? Meaning. Knowing your purpose is going to give your life some meaning. All right, guys, if you don't know your purpose in life, you have no meaning in life, what are we doing? We're just spinning our wheels every day. We run to the job, the just over broke, and we just spin our wheels at the just over broke every day. So know your meaning. The worst thing in life isn't death. The worst thing in life is to have life pass you by and you have been just existing on this beautiful blue marble called Earth with absolutely no meaning. That's the worst thing in life. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some meaning. Knowing your purpose gives life meaning. Know why you're here. Know what you're doing. Find your purpose and give your life some meaning.
And I think too, when your life has meaning, or when you know what your purpose is, or you know the meaning of your life, then you can bear a lot more things than if you have no clue why you're here or what your purpose is. Then anything that comes at you, it can just bog you down. You don't have any idea like what your purpose or what the meaning is. So basically, having a purpose also gives you hope. gives you hope that you can make it through, that you can continue, that you can press forward. So, number 2 tonight, we're going to talk to you about knowing your purpose simplifies your life. Basically, this defines what you do and what you don't do in your life. Because when you know your purpose, it simplifies your life in the fact that you can, everything that you do, you can look at that and say, is this actually benefiting my purpose? Is this actually benefiting what God's called me to do? Or what my reason for being here is? Because if not, then stop doing it. Move on to something that's actually going to benefit you. And if it is, then you know that that's the right thing for you to continue to press forward with.
And you can kind of, when you're simplifying that, you can kind of weed out the things that aren't as important to what the meaning, to what you're pushing for. You can drop some of the things to the side and simplify life, streamline life, and move towards it right there. So it just so number one, knowing your purpose in life is going to give you meaning. Knowing your purpose simplifies your life. So having meaning and simplifying your life, that's going to help bring it together. Number 3, knowing your purpose focuses, which I started kind of getting ahead of myself right there. So number 3, knowing your purpose.
We're new at guidelines.
By the way, we did write this backwards and flipped it around so you can try to read it on Facebook. We'll get better at this. I promise. We'll practice it a little more. But number 3, knowing your purpose focuses your life. So number 1, we're gonna find out the meaning of our life, and then we're going to simplify our life by just casting away all the junk that's not working towards the meaning of our life. And once we do that, we can start to focus in. It's kind of like you watch the Budweiser horses. I mean, that's a lot of horsepower pulling that big old thing. But if you always notice, they got the big blinders on them horses. And if they didn't, I think there's like 6 or 8 of them big Clydesdale horses. I mean, you know how much horsepower is in one? So, you know, if we were sitting here and we both had our blinders up and my left blinder fell off and I'm wanting to kind of go in this direction and you're trying to walk in that, it's not going to work.
Right.
So the same thing happens in our life when we don't have meaning. We're not simplified. We're trying to take on 10, 12 different things and we're not focused.
Well, we start letting the little things that really don't mean anything distract us.
That's right.
And when we let that happen, then, you know, our purpose, then we're just totally distracted.
Well, we're chasing 3 or 4 rabbits, and you can't chase but one rabbit at a time. If you ever try to chase a rabbit, them little jokers like, bing, 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 bing. It's tough.
So in order to have impact, I mean, you got to be going in the same direction. You got to know where you're going and be steady at it. So you want to focus and stop dabbling in just a bunch of stuff. You want to focus, really focus, so that you can fulfill that purpose that God's called us to. Number 4 is going to be knowing your purpose motivates your life.
Ooh, that's a big one right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a little extra line marking underneath it.
So when your purpose motivates your life, basically it adds passion. So if you've ever seen somebody that is just focused, their life is simplified, they know exactly what they're going for, and they are passionate. Like, I can point one person out right now that comes to my mind who is super passionate with every conversation that has to do with whatever it is that is motivating him.
No, I'm just loud.
He is just really passionate because he knows his purpose. He knows the meaning of what he's doing. So he's super, super passionate about that. And in that passion comes energy. With energy and passion is where you can really, really have that clear purpose and you can move forward and knowing exactly where you're going. Things don't distract you. You're super focused. You have, it's simple because you know where you're going. So, number 4 is going to be knowing your purpose motivates your life.
That's right. That's right. So, guys, these are just 4 of the benefits to knowing your purpose. And, Rick Warren goes on and talks about a 5th one. And you can pick this book up, by the way, Rick Warren's Purpose-Driven Life. And the 5th one, which I didn't write it all up here, but the 5th one is knowing your purpose prepares you for eternity. That's your bonus for tonight.
Right.
You got a bonus. I should have had a big bonus chart. Knowing your purpose prepares you for eternity. So we know what our ultimate goal in life for our family is, and we're going to continue to strive towards that. And all of these things right here will help line us up for our position in eternity with Christ. So for those of you who don't know that, hit us up. We'd love to share that part with you. So let's just recap real quick. In our lives, and I believe really in 2010 when we went to Honduras, we started tightening the nuts and bolts to knowing what our purpose was in life. Serving people, helping others be better, just all over. I mean, that's really what we want to do on a daily basis. Obviously, in our business that we've launched in December of this past year, what's that been about? 11? Wow, 11. Hey,
not quite.
Christmas is almost here. Don't tell the kids. It's crazy. Not that my kids care, because we don't do that crazy buy junk for everybody thing. But I'm going to whisper it in case maybe some of your kids hear. So we're approaching a year that we've been involved with this company. And the company that we have within the company, the people, it's just been insane. We've learned so much, and they've helped us just focus and simplify our life, understand our meaning, and
we've actually really been able to understand more the benefits of having purpose and knowing what your purpose and your meaning are in life. Because when we were talking about this tonight, I was just thinking, it's crazy because really, I mean, in December, January, I knew I loved helping people, and I knew I loved serving people and just helping people be better overall. But how I was going to get there, I just didn't really know, because, we had been back from Honduras for 4 years, and I really just didn't know how we were going to get there. But this was brought to us, and we see it. We see it all coming to fruition, and it's really awesome.
Yeah. And every time I turn around, I can't read that board. I kind of go off of memory. Y'all know what I'm talking about? If you can read the board, right, I can. Or if it just looks like a bunch of chicken scratch, write chicken in there. Let me know. Hey, I'll tell Kim to make sure she writes it better next time.
I got to learn how to write backwards.
No, I wrote that one, and it's pretty much chicken scratch. That's the first time I wrote backwards. And I had it up on the wall when I was doing it. Maybe we'll drop it down and try to clean it up for you where you can read it a little bit better next time. But if you guys, seriously, if you're getting anything out of these daily minutes that we try to do, just share, just drop down in the corner there, share it to your friends. You can share it to a page, or you can just share it straight on your Facebook. We'd love to just have further reach and just to help and be as help as many people as we can along our journry. Right, it's chicken scratch.
We'll read it one more time for you.
Well, there's only one person that don't count. That's I'm gonna erase her name off of here real quick.
It's hard to read. Well, we're gonna read it one more time.
Yeah, it is pretty sloppy.
The 4 benefits of purpose. Number 1 is knowing your purpose gives you meaning. Okay, so knowing your purpose gives meaning to your life. Number 2. Knowing your purpose simplifies your life. Knowing your purpose simplifies your life. Number 3, knowing your purpose focuses your life. And number 4, knowing your purpose motivates your life.
That's right.
And the bonus that we gave you was number 5, knowing your purpose prepares you for eternity, because that is ultimately what matters in the end.
Amen.
So we really appreciate, you guys. And if you want to get this information, if you want to read it for yourself, Rick Warren, it's in his book, The Purpose Driven Life, The Purpose Given Life. The Purpose Given Life. It's a 40-day book, of 40 days of reading. I don't know, like 40 chapters.
40 days of purpose.
Of purpose. There you go. But anyway, so we really appreciate you guys tuning in, and hope that this gives you value. Like we said, if you're watching it on the replay, put in there where you're watching from. If this gives you value, if it looks like chicken scratch, or if you can actually read it, all those things, just put them in the comments so that when we go back, we always try to go back and look at the comments, read the comments, because we want to be better. We want to make this valuable and inspirational for you.
In really, what do we got? December, so we got 30, say, I don't know, 50 something days. And let's say it this way, the next 45 days, there's going to be a lot of people, and they may not say this out loud, but there's a lot of people thinking, what's my New Year resolution going to be?
Yeah.
And should I do the same one as last year? Because, well, I still didn't lose that weight. So
I started it and did it for 5 days.
So there's going to be, the gym's already starting to fill up. It's a little bit early this year. But no, we do welcome all them guys. It's just funny because they're usually gone by the beginning of February. But
Patty said it was like Chinese.
Patty, I hear you doing the fingernail girl video off of YouTube right now. I can hear you, so that you can probably read that. So that's awesome. So guys, listen, use these simple tips right here to help shape and define what your purpose is for 2017.
Right.
The sooner you can do that, like this week or next week or whatever, then the quicker you'll start to dial that in. You'll start to simplify it. You'll start to understand the meaning, and you'll start to focus on it. And
more effective.
Yes, you'll hit 2017 like a bullet versus just starting out and going, okay, today's day one. Right. So we want to hit it rolling, and we want to help you hit it rolling. So we're going to keep doing some of these.
Hit the share button down in the corner, and whenever you see, there's a thing that'll come up that'll say, send me notifications when Sean and Kim go live. Hit yes, because we want you to know whenever we go live, because it's all kinds of crazy times. We don't have any kind of specific time. So anyway, hit the share button. We want you to share this. And again, thanks again for hanging out with us for a few minutes tonight. Hope this added value, and we're going to sign off like we always do.
All right, guys. Peace. Y'all be better. Love you.